All right, so wanted to hop on here real quick.
I love
share my perspective on a few things that have been going on, and I just saw this story here. Body worn camera footage released of CMPD officer accused of stealing from arrestee. This is from I guess in Charlotte, WBTV News. Guy named Henry, officer named Henry Chapman. I'm going to tie this into a traffic stop that I had.
This time it shows a traffic arrest from earlier this year. That ultimately led to one officer's resignation.
Yeah, Henry Chapman had been with CMPD for 15 years until he was caught trying to steal money from a person he had arrested, according to police. Now, this footage is from March 14th. The man at the center of this initial arrest was pulled over in a routine traffic stop. He was arrested and put in the back of a police patrol car because he was wanted on an outstanding warrant. Everything on his person, including his phone, wallet, and cash, police say nearly $8,000 worth of cash, was confiscated. Eventually, he was taken to the police department, and that's when things took a turn. This video shows the suspect asking a fellow officer to check Officer Chapman for the missing money. He accuses Officer Chapman of hiding it between his legs. Then a sergeant comes in to get to the bottom of it.
Look. Come here. Come, yeah, come here. I'm telling you. To come here. You know that. Okay. Do you see anything?
No, yeah, look, no cap. I'm not even gonna touch it. It's blue hundreds right here. It's all the blue hundreds are right there behind that receipt. Thank you. All that's my money. He didn't have that.
This is your money?
Yes, I heard him crumble it up. Thank you.
About $900 was found balled up in the driver's side door of the police patrol car. Officer Chapman was eventually taken in for questioning. Police say he admitted taking the money but said he wasn't going to steal it. Chapman was arrested and charged with one count of embezzlement. He resigned the next day. Now, there are more clips available from that arrest, plus what happened afterwards and the response from CMPD Chief Johnny Jennings. You can find it all on our website. Just go to WBTV.com.
See, that's going to draw people to the website, I think. I don't know, but it only has 173 views. So, but I guess it did just come out not too long ago. Let me refresh it. See if that makes a difference.
Get online in minutes. Web.
This year that ultimately led to one officer.
Yeah, 173 views, but I just want to go over this because, you hear people, especially you hear some quote-unquote conservatives talking about the police and all this and that, and the police is just like any other job. You got good people, you got bad people, and some people are qualified, some people are unqualified, some people steal on the job, some people are lazy on the job, and to act like to just give them the benefit of the doubt without questioning anything is foolish and stupid. And you can see that it actually leads to the decay and people don't trust the police as much when you have a culture of lying and just defending bad, degenerate behavior. You hear people like Trump on campaign speeches talking about I don't even think he's going to do it anyway, but he puts it out there that he's going to give immunity to police officers. Why would you give immunity to somebody? Because it's not like it's like a rare thing, right? Looking at these stories on YouTube, you just look at the news stories around the nation. There's corruption stories pretty much every day, if not twice a day. And to give somebody who has questionable judgment, questionable character, lacks integrity, will lie and deceive and steal immunity is not a good idea.
Yeah, Henry Chapman.
Now, another thing I noticed is
between his legs. Accuses
this officer, he lied and said, well, he didn't have it. Then he said, well, yeah, I did take it. And, come on, man, these are humans.
For the missing money.
These are not moral authorities. They looking for a paycheck. They wouldn't do it. Some of them is sick like that where they probably do it for free, but they wouldn't really do it for free if they wasn't getting paid. But the thing that make a lot of these, that's just crazy.
He accuses Officer Chapman of hiding it between his legs. Then a sergeant comes in to get to the bottom of it.
Trust.
Look. Come here.
Way to lose credibility. I wonder what this guy really said to make them think that he was telling the truth.
Look. Come here.
For the missing money. He took it to the police department, and that's when things took a turn. Police say nearly $8,000 worth of cash was confiscated. Eventually, he was taken to the police department, and that's when things.
Now I've seen people on like live TV where the officers admit the dirty cops that he interviewed admit to taking money off of people. So this is not like this doesn't happen. It hasn't happened.
Took a turn. This video shows the suspect asking a fellow officer to check Officer Chapman for the missing money. He accuses Officer Chapman of hiding it between his legs. Then a sergeant comes in to get to the bottom of it.
Look. Come here. Come here. I'm telling you.
I want you to
come here.
You know that.
Okay. Do you see anything?
No, yeah, look, no cap. I'm not even gonna touch it. It's blue hundreds right here. It's all the blue hundreds are right there behind that receipt. Thank you. All that's my money. He didn't have that.
This is your money?
Yes, I heard him crumble it up. Thank you.
Now he looking all surprised and probably scared at the same time, thinking about his life.
All that's my money. He didn't have that.
This is your money?
Yes, I heard him crumble it up. Thank you.
He said that ain't my money. Yeah, of course it ain't your money. You stole it.
About $900 was found balled up in the driver's side door of the police patrol car.
But it's in his door. It's in the
door of the police patrol car. Officer Chapman was eventually taken in for questioning. Police say he admitted taking the money, but said he wasn't going to steal it. Chapman was arrested.
What other bad deeds does this guy do on the job?
Arrested
Being a hypocrite, acting like he have high morality and and integrity, and he doing stuff like this. How many lives does this guy ruin? Keeping these lives going is just ruining lives. But a lot of people, man, they don't care, especially the racists. They don't mind sinking the ship. They got that scorpion mentality. That's why, higher powers, negative birth rates.
Of embezzlement, he resigned the next day. Now, there are more clips available from that arrest, plus what happened afterwards and the response from CMPD Chief Johnny Jennings. You can find it all on our website. Just go.
Well, I guess that officer, the chief, or the sergeant, whoever that was, who they say.
It's all right there behind that receipt. Thank you. No cap. I'm not even gonna touch it.
Yeah, but come here. I'm telling you.
I want you to
come here.
You know that.
Okay. Do you see anything?
No.
Come here.
Mr. Chapman of hiding it between his legs. Then a sergeant comes in to get to the bottom of it.
Look. Come here. Come here. I'm telling you.
I want you to
come here.
You know that.
Okay. Do you see anything?
No, yeah, look, no cap. I'm not even gonna touch it. It's blue hundreds right here. It's all the blue hundreds are right there behind that receipt. Thank you. All that's my money. He didn't have that.
This is your money?
Yes, I heard him crumble it up. Thank you.
About $900 was found balled up in the driver's side door of the police.
They tried to steal that man's money. So he arrested that guy because I guess they're trying to say the dude broke the law. And then he turned around and break the law. Hypocrite. Now, let me tie this into what happened at traffic court. So, basically, a white officer, this guy, objectively very homely, hard to look at, real ugly looking dude named Officer Erickson with the Coleraine Police Department. This dude, he looked like Fire Marshal Bill. Wasn't that his name? Fire Marshal Bill? Let me Google this real quick. He looked like Fire Marshal Bill, but he got less hair than Fire Marshal Bill. He's actually bald head. Real weird looking dude. Probably real miserable when you look at this guy. If you really see this guy, real bad skin. But so this guy, he gave me a ticket. I disputed that, and he had a real bad attitude, real rude. Basically said what myself and the passenger with me said didn't really matter, and basically and I asked him, I said, okay, so what you say matters? He said, yeah. So, I had some issues with that. and he had some tattoos. And, I could have asked him, "Hey man, what kind of tattoos are those?" Because we know. There was a report. The FBI put the report out that white supremacists has infiltrated law enforcement. So I'm not going to just give somebody a benefit of the doubt, especially considering their history. the greatest indicator of future behavior is past behaviors, right? So I'm not going to give them no benefit of the doubt. I think it will be foolish to. So hey, any slightest hint, I got to make the presumption that they acting that they may be white supremacists. They might not be, but hey, they might be. And he was acting like one. He fit the description: bad attitude, suspicious, stop, and lack of respect for me. And like I said, the tattoos. Now these and he would be the same person that would say he's a conservative, but yeah, he got all these crazy tattoos, very unprofessional. Back in the day, it wasn't like that, and you can see what the culture is coming to decaying. Um, Lack of these people are unqualified. They don't really know how to speak to people. They're not really looking to fight crime. You know, is the real weirdos that would go into that. But then when you go to traffic court, what I noticed is that the county prosecutor there is on the side of the police and will defend the police, even though they know it's a possibility that the police officer may be lying because they weren't there and they don't know the police officer's intent. And of course, we know some police officers have already been arrested, and you see an incident like this that we can't trust everybody blindly. And it's foolish to trust people blindly, right? It's a job. Now, if he was insane and he was free of sin and free of temptation and all that stuff, it would be a different story. But we understand that this is a job and these are humans, and humans are fallible. We all are. And then some of us are worse off than others mentally. And the thing that makes them sick is because they know it's wrong. See, I don't go in there and try to get them to admit that they are racist or a liar because that's just going to waste time, right? You just go in circles. They're not going to admit it because it's unattractive to be a racist. It's not a good look. Everybody knows that. That's why they try to do it in secrecy now, because we know racists are haters and just real evil people. And when you take that into consideration, not a lot of people is gonna just come out and just say they racist or white supremacists. So you just got to go off of their actions. So in saying that, it's just like I'm just trying to get to the facts when I deal with these people and try to let them know where I stand. To let them know, I mean, you can talk, but not much of it, not much of what you say I'm going to believe. So let's just do whatever business we got to do. Try to make it as quick as possible, because I really don't want to be around somebody as miserable as a racist. Unless we making money together. If you hey, if you want to make some money, that's different. But other than that, I'd rather not deal with you because you're low vibrational or simple minded. With that said, still some of those people, because they are miserable people, they love company, they will occasionally try to make and come in contact with people to make their lives miserable. And that's pretty much what we had in this case. And it was just it's just an experience with just seeing some of the stuff to go on in a traffic court. Like I said, the prosecutor just going along with anything the police officer say, knowing that it could be a lie, and the stuff. It was just like a lot of formality. It's not really justice. A lot of times is being served down there, and it's just just really cosplaying as real social work. And it's just folks just collecting a check while the country decay, because they really not making no positive difference in this world. It's just a job, and they'll never do anything of any substance in their existence. A lot of times, not that I have, but I've tried to make my contribution, and some of the contributions I've made have helped people. But the whole thing was just it was just kind of it was. How can I explain this? Because I don't think it was a waste of time that I did that because I had to go to court a couple of times to get a continuance. But I can tell you this too: they don't like to release body cam footage, and but one thing that everybody should do when you get pulled over, you should let the cops know you're recording it on the cell phone for the officer's safety and your own safety, and you know, and request the video footage. And if the officer is not professional, write a complaint about him because this officer was making all kind of mistakes. Gave me the wrong court date, so I had a KPS out on me. He would just, and then the prosecutor tried to argue that, like, well, he didn't mean to do it. Well, the whole thing is whether he did or not, she doesn't really know his intent. But his intent doesn't matter because if you're on the job, you make a mistake and you cost somebody money, then you need to pay and compensate them for that. The fact of the matter, if she was on the other field, or if I did something to cost him money, he wouldn't be happy with it. But I just wanted to like play this to just see that, to just kind of hopefully I made a correlation. That man, we can't just. Another thing, he lied on the stand too. Like, you know, well, I can't prove that he lied on the stand because he was kind of careful with his words, but there was people in the audience and they weren't really buying a lot of what he was saying. But one thing he said because of my bald head and tattoos, people assume that I'm racist. He said something to the extent like it's tough because of my bald head and my tattoos, people assume that I'm racist. I don't think it's just that. I think it's his attitude and his overall mindset. And he also said that he can't be racist. He basically said he can't be racist. This is not verbatim, but he said he can't be racist because his wife is Lebanese. And then I had to tell the judge because I couldn't let that one go. But I just let him know in the audience, like, hey, we all know that you can have a wife from or who he never. I don't know if he ever said wife. So this guy might be into some other stuff. So it might not be a wife. It might be partner. But because his significant other is Lebanese, that he's not racist. So we know you can have a significant other that's black and still be racist. Thomas Jefferson, slave owner, rapist, all that other stuff, racist, white supremacist. He still was in love with was it Sally Hemings, you know, a black lady. So he was racist to the core. So let's not, you know, let's not act like that. That's like saying I'm not racist. I have a black friend, and he said that, and people would just kind of had the side eye, like, dude, you make yourself look even more guilty. But like I said, they'll always deny it because it don't look good. That dude lying to himself, you know, because we know what it is. There's nothing wrong with my skin. If we got to ask the question about skin color, there's nothing wrong with my skin. So it has to be something wrong with his skin. If we're gonna, if somebody's, I'm not saying anybody's skin is wrong or something's wrong with anything, but if you were to see this guy, his skin is real messed up. Like I said, it looked very unhealthy looking, almost like it's peeling or burning or something. He looked uncomfortable. So you know, wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, I shouldn't be surprised that the interaction wasn't the most pleasant one, and that he made some clerical errors, as he stated it. You know, which led to me actually getting a capias and losing money with other employment that I have. So you know, he had me. The whole thing is he got me looking like he actually turned me into somebody with a warrant when he should have been looking for people with warrants and actually doing some real police work. what a piece of trash this guy is. Like really, and I don't like to just name call like that. But again, if he fits the description, it is what it is.